If that sort of thing comes up, just remember we had this conversation. I can help you appeal that. So I've had people who they had great income and then they retired and they no longer had that income, but because they had great income 2 years ago, the Social Security Administration was trying to apply this IRMA surcharge for them. If that happens, call me, I'll walk you through it, and we can probably get that dialed back to the standard Part B premium, whatever that happens to be. Now, Part B, we said for most people is $185 a month. And with that, first time you go to the doctor, the first time that you use it, you're going to pay a $257 deductible. That's an annual deductible. By the way, all the numbers I give you today will increase over time. There's nothing about Medicare that's fixed. It's not like long-term care premiums. So what it is today, you can almost be sure it will be higher next year. So right now, Part B premium is deductible is $257. And with that, after that, government insurance pays 80% of your doctor bills. Pretty good insurance if you think about it. $185 a month, they pay 80%. That leaves you responsible for 20%. Therein is the problem because no cap on that. No ceiling. So you could conceivably have runaway medical expenses. You work for Methodist. How quickly can you run up $100,000 in medical expenses? In a day. They can happen fast. My wife had emergency hernia surgery year before last, and she never goes to the doctor. 1 week of 1 year, $70,000. She hadn't been to the doctor since then, but that one incident, we had this gigantic medical bill that hit. So you would want to put a cap on that somehow. I'm going to show you how to do that. But before we do that, let's talk about Part A. Part A is hospital coverage. If you go to the hospital and you have Medicare Part A, your deductible will be $1,676. Now, that's not an annual deduct. That's a deductible per benefit period. It doesn't matter which hospital you go to. It could be Methodist Hospital. It could be St. Luke's. It could be Memorial Hermann. It's the same wherever you go. $1,676. Now, that begs the question, what is a benefit period? Benefit period begins when you're admitted to the hospital and it ends 60 days after you're discharged from the hospital. What did you do for a living? Insurance. Oh, okay, great. So I'm speaking your language in many ways. That's helpful to know. Yeah. So Jeanette, could we have more than one benefit period in a year? Yeah. So you know this better than I do, that you could be out for 45 days. You come back, you don't have to pay the $1,676 again. But if you're out for 61 days, even if you come back for the same thing, you got to pay it over again. If you got to pay it more than once, that's a drag. First 60 days in the hospital costs $0 because you paid your $1,676. After 60 days, starting with day 61, they're going to start charging rent, $419 a day, better than full retail. After 90 days, you're going to throw down a wild card. Everyone who has Medicare Part A has 60 lifetime reserve days. You can use them all at once if you need to. You can use some this time, some next time, but use them wisely because you only get 60. Then you pay extra for those days. You pay currently $838 a day for those. After day 150, you're on your own. But you're going to leave the hospital with over $60,000. Now, what if you're not ready to go home yet? A good scenario for this would be someone who has a stroke. What happens? You go to the hospital, you have acute care for the first 3 weeks or so. And at some point, the doctor comes in and says, hey, you know what? You don't still need to be in the hospital, but you're not quite ready to go home yet. And so the doctor sends you over to a skilled nursing facility. That's what the SNF stands for, skilled nursing. First 20 days in the skilled nursing facility costs $0 because you paid your $1,676 over there. After day 20, days 21 through 100 currently are $209.50 a day. Again, that will put a dent in your retirement savings if that happened. So we need to mitigate that exposure somehow. And you're going to do it in one of two ways. You're either going to do that with a Part C Advantage plan, also known as a replacement plan, or a Medicare supplement. This is the Medicare fork in the road right here. You're going to go on this side of the board or this side of the board. You're not going to mix these two. Let's talk about Advantage plans first. A lot of times whenever people come to a class like this is all that they've ever heard of is Advantage plans. They're pushed very heavily. And there's some reasons behind that. Let me describe this to you. One very good reason for having an Advantage plan is this right here, maximum out of pocket, because that does put a cap on your exposure. These are very appealing because they're typically zero premium or very low premium. I think that what you're going to see in the future is some of the HMOs, which are tightly managed, as continuing to be zero premium, and PPOs, which tend to be a little bit more popular because of the flexibility. Carriers are recognizing that people will pay a small premium for that extra flexibility. So these will be zero or low premium. They're also guaranteed issue. So it doesn't matter what your health condition is, you can get an Advantage. You will not be denied coverage. Now, these are called replacement plans. If you go to a provider, they seldom refer to them as Advantage plans. They're going to call them replacement plan. Why? Because there is a deal that's made between the government and the insurance carrier. And it is that if the insurance carrier can provide coverage that's equal to or better than what the government provides up here, they will give them X number of dollars per capita for each person that they enroll. And how much that is depends upon the individual's health condition. I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think that currently it's about $1,600 a month. That's the base, which, if that's the case, that works out to $19,200 a year. The insurance company says, we like government money. That's good. We'll play that. We'll play along. So the insurance company wants to enroll as many people as they can, because the more people they enroll,
Medicare plan.